we are at Physio Health. Today we're going to talk about shin splints, a very common injury for runners and dancers. It's also really common at the beginning of the season for footballers, netballers, basketballers when they're doing all that aerobic work and they overload their lower limb. Now, what you'll find is you'll feel pain in this medial border of your tibia. And that pain, usually when it starts off, it begins by at the beginning of the run and generally will warm up and feel better. But gradually it stops warming up and you'll start running and you'll keep running and it'll get worse and worse and worse. You know you've got shin splints. The trick is we don't want those shin splints to develop into stress fractures. And also stress fractures can develop into real fractures. So when you first start getting these symptoms on the medial border of your tibia, the best thing to do is stop running. Deload, use ice and compression to settle the symptoms, and use other modalities of exercise to increase your aerobic fitness. So you can do swimming, you can do bike riding. They're the things you can do instead of running to offload your leg. The important thing is that generally speaking, people will come in and they'll say, "Oh, Justin, I've got all this pain around here, but once I go in and feel it, they'll have one spot that is really, really excruciatingly sore, and that's your typical shin splint." So do the right thing, deload, use ice, keep your training going with other modalities of aerobic exercise, and it should settle down. If it doesn't settle down, then there's a few complicating issues such as footwear, the way your foot lands when you're running, your hip control, and those sort of things, and we can help you with that if that's needed be.